Scene 2. Glacis Perdita. The teams find Glacis Perdita, a breathtaking city of ice and crystal, glowing faintly with bioluminescent light. The Frostweaver's frozen statues line the streets, their faces twisted in fear. At the city's center lies the echolith fragment, encased in a massive block of ice. But as they approach, the ice begins to crack. The fragment's energy awakens the frost leviathan, a monstrous creature resembling a cross between a narwhal and a dragon. Its icy breath freezes everything in its path, and its giant horn can pierce through steel. Kraken Prime, urgently. We must act quickly. The creature will destroy the city, and us, if we are not careful. Scene 3. The battle. The Frost Leviathan attacks, forcing the Protectors and the Syndicate to work together temporarily. Elena leads the charge, using her biotech suit's energy blaster to target the creature's weak spots. Kraken Prime engages the beast head-on, its tentacles locking with the Frost Leviathan's horn. The sirens use their songs to create sonic barriers, slowing the creature's movements. Meanwhile, the Syndicate provides covering fire, their weapons blazing in the icy cavern. But as the battle rages, Captain Rourke makes a move for the fragment, risking everything to claim it for himself. Elena, shouting, "Rourke, don't! The fragment's unstable, it'll destroy us all." Scene 4. The sacrifice. Rourke ignores Elena, using a thermal device to melt the ice around the fragment. As he reaches for it, the Frost Leviathan breaks free from Kraken Prime's grip and charges toward him. In a desperate move, Elena tackles Rourke out of the way, but the creature's horn pierces the ice wall, triggering a massive collapse. The cavern begins to cave in, threatening to bury everyone. Elena grabs the fragment, its energy surging through her, and uses it to create a force field, holding back the falling ice long enough for everyone to escape. As the last of the team exits the cavern, it collapses completely, sealing the Frost Leviathan and Glacis Perdita in ice once more. Aftermath. Back on the surface, tensions between the Protectors and the Syndicate remain high. Rourke grudgingly acknowledges Elena's courage but warns her that their paths will cross again. Elena, meanwhile, studies the fragment, feeling its energy resonate with the echolith's whispers. She wonders if Zimmers' consciousness is somehow tied to it, and whether his return is possible. Key themes: unity and rivalry. The uneasy alliance between the Protectors and the Syndicate highlights the complexities of working with enemies for a common goal. Sacrifice and leadership. Elena's willingness to risk herself to save others solidifies her role as Zimmers' successor. The cost of power. The Frost Leviathan and the Frostweaver's fate serve as a reminder of the echolith's dangerous potential. Scene. The weight of the fragment setting. The Protector's new base, a hidden underwater facility near the Arctic Circle. The Antarctic fragment is secured in a containment chamber, its energy pulsating faintly. Elena stands before it, her face illuminated by its glow. Characters present: Elena Reyes, Kraken Prime, the Sirens, members of the Protectors of the Deep. The scene. The facility hums with activity as scientists and engineers work to stabilize the Antarctic fragment. Elena watches it intently, her mind racing. Kraken Prime and the Sirens enter the chamber, their presence calming yet solemn. Kraken Prime. The fragment's energy is unlike anything we've encountered. It carries the echoes of the Frostweaver's despair, and their hope. Elena, nodding. I felt it when I touched it. It's trying to tell me something. But I don't know what. The Sirens step forward, their voices merging into a harmonious whisper. The Sirens. The echolith speaks through its fragments. It is a living entity, one that seeks balance. But it is also fragmented, just as we are. Elena, frowning. What does that mean? Is Zimmers still connected to it? Could he come back? The Sirens exchange a glance, their expressions enigmatic. The Sirens. The ocean holds many secrets, Elena. Some answers are not yet meant to be known. Elena sighs, turning back to the fragment. She places a hand on the containment chamber, the faint warmth of the echolith's energy seeping through the glass. Elena. Zimmers gave everything to protect the ocean. If there's even a chance that he's still out there, I have to find him. Kraken Prime's tentacle brushes her shoulder, a reassuring gesture. Kraken Prime. We will stand with you, Alina. But remember, the Echolith's power is as dangerous as it is beautiful. Use it wisely. The broader impact news of the Antarctic fragment spreads, drawing attention from governments, corporations, and environmental groups. Some hail the protectors as heroes, while others see the fragment as a weapon or a resource to be exploited. One such group is the Global Oceanic Coalition, GOC, a powerful organization that offers to fund the protectors' efforts, with strings attached. Alina must navigate this new alliance, balancing the need for resources with the risk of compromising their mission. Captain Rourke's next move. Meanwhile, Captain Rourke retreats to his base, licking his wounds but far from defeated. He begins assembling a team of ex-soldiers, scientists, and scavengers, determined to claim the next fragment before the protectors. His obsession with the Echolith grows, driven by visions of power and control. Future challenges the desert's echo. A fragment is hidden in the Saharan abyss, a massive underground aquifer beneath the desert. The protectors must navigate scorching heat, ancient traps, and a rival group of treasure hunters to recover it. The Siren's Prophecy. The Sirens reveal an ancient prophecy about the Echolith's fragments and the return of Zimmers. Alina must decipher its cryptic messages to guide the protector's mission. The GOC's agenda. The Global Oceanic Coalition's true motives come to light, forcing Alina to decide whether to trust them or cut ties. Zimmer's return. The fragments begin to resonate with each other, hinting at Zimmer's possible return, but in what form? Key themes: legacy and redemption. Alina's journey mirrors Zimmer's, exploring themes of responsibility, sacrifice, and healing. The balance of power. The Echolith's fragments represent both hope and danger, forcing the protectors to navigate moral and ethical dilemmas. Unity and rivalry. The protectors' alliances with groups like the GOC and their rivalry with the Syndicate add layers of complexity to the story. Storyline. The desert's echo setting. The Sahara Desert, where beneath the endless dunes lies the Saharan Abyss, a vast underground aquifer that's been isolated for millennia. The aquifer is home to ancient ruins, bioluminescent flora, and a fragment of the Echolith guarded by mechanized sentinels and a hostile desert predator known as the Sand Serpent. Characters involved: Alina Reyes, Kraken Prime, new protectors of the Deep Raider Syndicate. As antagonists, Dr. Elias Carter, a GOC scientist with a mysterious agenda. The setup: Alina receives intel about a fragment hidden in the Saharan Abyss, but the GOC insists on sending a team to assist the protectors. Dr. Elias Carter, a brilliant but enigmatic GOC scientist, accompanies them. Meanwhile, Captain Rourke and the Syndicate track the protectors, planning to ambush them and claim the fragment for themselves. The journey is fraught with challenges: scorching heat, treacherous sandstorms, and the constant threat of discovery. But the true danger lies beneath the surface, where the ancient ruins and their guardians await. Key scenes. Scene 1. The gathering storm. The protectors and the GOC team arrive at a remote outpost on the edge of the Sahara. As they prepare for the expedition, a sandstorm brews on the horizon, threatening to delay their mission. Alina and Dr. Carter share a tense conversation. Dr. Carter: the GOC doesn't fund missions without a return on investment, Alina. We need that fragment. Alina, coldly: this isn't about profit. It's about protecting the ocean and the planet. Dr. Carter: then let's hope we're on the same page. Later, Alina overhears a cryptic conversation between Dr. Carter and an unknown contact, hinting at a hidden agenda. Scene 2. The Saharan Abyss. The team descends into the aquifer through a hidden entrance, their biotech suits glowing faintly in the dark. The aquifer is a surreal landscape, with bioluminescent plants and ancient ruins carved into the walls. As they approach the fragment, the mechanized sentinels, relics of an ancient civilization, activate. The team fights them off, but the battle triggers a collapse that blocks their exit. Kraken Prime, urgently: we're trapped. The fragment's energy is destabilizing the ruins. Alina: then we'll have to move fast. Scene 3. The Sand Serpent. As they near the fragment, the Sand Serpent, a massive, snake-like creature that burrows through sand and rock, emerges from the shadows. Its scales are nearly impenetrable, and its venom can melt through metal. The Syndicate arrives just as the Protectors engage the creature, leading to a chaotic three-way battle. Alina and Rourke are forced to work together to survive, but their mutual distrust threatens their tenuous alliance. Captain Rourke, sneering. "Looks like we're stuck with each other, Reyes." Alina, gritting her teeth. "Don't make me regret this." Scene 4. The fragments power the Protectors and the Syndicate reach the fragment, housed in a glowing chamber deep within the aquifer. The sand serpent attacks again, but Alina uses the fragment's energy to repel it, creating a shockwave that stuns the creature. As they secure the fragment, Dr. Carter reveals his true intentions: to use the fragment's energy to create a weapon for the GUC. He threatens to sabotage their escape unless they comply. Dr. Carter. "You're outnumbered, Alina. Hand over the fragment, and maybe we'll let you leave alive." Alina, calmly. "You're not the only one with secrets, Carter." She activates a hidden failsafe in the facility, causing the aquifer to flood. The team narrowly escapes, leaving Dr. Carter and the Syndicate behind. Aftermath. Back on the surface, tensions between the Protectors and the GOC reach a breaking point. Alina vows to recover the remaining fragments on their own terms, even if it means cutting ties with the GOC. Meanwhile, Captain Rourke survives the flooding and swears vengeance, vowing to claim the next fragment before the Protectors. Key themes: moral ambiguity, the GOC's hidden agenda, and Alina's difficult choices explore the complexities of power and trust. Survival and cooperation, the forced alliance between the Protectors and the Syndicate highlights the thin line between enemies and allies. The cost of progress, the fragment's power and the ancient ruins' collapse serve as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition.